Once again, welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. We're continuing with Chapter 14 at Alabaster Point. And if you just read this blurb here, Pierce must go to Alabaster Point where Sarah Hawkins is supposed to be waiting for him. There he must make decisions that could change the destiny of the world. No pressure then. Okay, here we are. Now, I would not be surprised if this is the last, or maybe second to last chapter of the game. Based on what I've just read, I honestly don't see where it's going to go from here. You know, I don't think we'll be going back to Darkwater. I don't think there's anything for me there anymore. Still have... Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, still no access to the journal. I didn't pick it back up during the loading screen.
Reality as you know it stops here.
Alright.
This makes sense.
Go!
Whoa.
She is waiting.
What was that? There's something in the mist over there that looks pretty cool, actually. Yep, okay, she's waiting. I better limp my way up there. Although, actually, I think, for the most part, yeah, I think my leg's fixed. Can't sprint, though.
What have they done to me?
What's this? Oh, shit.
Oh!
Mr. Pierce, I was expecting you.
Fuller, you died in front of my eyes.
Don't jump to conclusions. Is there not the tiniest spark of a scientific mind inside of that detective skull of yours?
What abject substance did you use to turn her into an empty shell?
Abject substance. The serum extracted from Leviathan's oil bestows the power of life. To me, my body is nothing but the mortal vessel of my conscience. To you, it contains more answers and secrets than your insignificant mind can grasp.
Oh, that's it? Well, thanks for that. Right. I have to say, I mean, it's been a while since I actually read the short story Call of Cthulhu, but if I'm remembering correctly, what I'm seeing right now is kind of resembling what was written. Just, you know, the way this looks, the rock formations. It's quite cool, actually. That's a nice attention to detail.
Here you are. You never give up.
That is not you. Not anymore. Not since your disappearance on the docks.
Detective. So easy to fool you.
No.
So eager to rush to the rescue of a woman in distress.
Not that it did me any good.
You won't make me regret having tried to save people. I did what I could. Even for Colden.
Your efforts to change your destiny, although in vain, make you worthy of the fate that is yours. The day has come. You will be asked to choose.
Or chose, according to her and her subtitles, but yes, I will. So, what fate have I earned? What fate do I deserve? What fate will I choose? If there are a few options, I might go through this a few times and see what I get. Be nice to see more than one ending. Charles?
You took everything from me. Wife, life, destiny.
You forsook your right to a normal life the moment you chose power over humanity. No one wants to see such an unbearable sight.
Oh dear.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you speak, of what I've been through. I have sacrificed my life to the one who sleeps. My marriage, my family, my own flesh. Why didn't Sarah choose me? Why is it your damn face on her painting?
Well, let's say I'm slightly better looking, more photogenic. I don't know. Is that me? There's nothing else around me. Hi.
But you already know it. I can see that you will make the right choice.
I don't know. I don't know.
Your fear of the unknown and your stupid pride cloud your judgment. Quit lying to yourself and embrace your destiny. It's not cowering that brought you those medals. None of this is real. Trust your guts.
If nothing's real, what are you?
I am a projection of your mind. What remains of that instinct that pulled you out of the trenches. Don't listen to them. They're too dangerous for your tired mind.
So it's truth versus reality. They're not one and the same this time, unfortunately. Okay, yeah. Well, if it's a choice between truth and reality, I think truth might be the more interesting one. How could I deny all of this at this stage? After everything that I've seen. This is really cool. There's no way in hell this isn't actually the last chapter. You can't go anywhere else from here. You can't.
It's right there.
Alright, yeah, I'm getting to it.
I'm almost there.
Yeah. Oh boy, alright. Is this... Oh, we've got a group of people already waiting for me. This is the area from the premonition, I take it, yeah? But then... Algernon? Algernon, I think, was holding the key to Ria, right? Is he around here? He's not wearing a robe, is he? Oh, that's him. And Sarah's creating her newest masterpiece. You gonna let me through now? Right, yeah, I suppose I don't really have a choice.
Here you are at last, Truth Seeker.
She was waiting for you.
You were waiting for me.
Yes. When I finally discovered the truth, I knew you would come. All this time I was fighting it, afraid of what I might discover. But I was afraid of myself.
It's coming.
What did you learn?
Listen to me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
Okay, oh boy. Still not a master in occultism, so I still can't get away with that. Let's do it.
I have seen things. Strange and horrifying, but always true.
Will you trust my words?
Yes.
One man only prepared by the trials and revelations, holds the power to change the world. Because I saw you in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
Now, when you say his...
I feel the truth in your words.
Because it was written. Or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
Pierce, help me!
Oh boy. No. No, he can't die. He can't die yet. He's going to try and rescue me, I think.
Silence!
That's not cat, is it? After I healed her, she didn't turn into one of those things. That's the dagger that worked so well against the Shambler, though. Oh, right. Well, this might be the choice. Perform the counter ritual or sort of volunteer. I want to perform it. I want to do both, but I want to perform it first. I don't know how this is going to go. I saved Bradley. Kat might actually have it in her to rescue me. I don't know. Probably not, but... So what do I need to do?
Cthulhu,
Well, he's not slumped to the ground, so... Oh. Whoa. Am I okay? Am I going to live through that? I think so. Wow. Whoa! And that's it. That's it. Cut to credits, right? Yeah, actually, okay. They did that well. They did that tastefully. That's all you need to see. Just a couple of frames. Just that little glimpse of what is really known as an indescribable horror for the most part. So, we saw the big guy, but just briefly. And I liked that a lot. Alright, so here we are again. This time I'm going to attempt to perform the counter ritual. Let's see how that goes. This is it, isn't it? Did it do any good? Oh. Well, I'm sorry, Sarah, but I think I got rid of another one of your paintings. Okay. Right, I suppose much like the first ending, there's going to be something just after this credit sequence, but at the moment, yeah, that was kind of short and sweet, a little bit disappointing, honestly. I think there are perhaps 4 or more endings to this game, if I'm remembering correctly, so those were just the 2 that I got to choose from based on my decisions throughout the game. And I have to say, based on the 2 that I got to choose from, I have to go with the first one. I know it's a terrible ending, it's a horrible ending, it's probably the worst ending, but it just feels right. It's the fitting ending, in my opinion. I mean, how else is it going to end? Plus, you get to see him, for like 2 frames, and that's great. That's all you need. That doesn't hurt, let's put it that way. As for my opinion about the game as a whole, I thought it was really quite good. Maybe not always great, though. I would say maybe this is like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 kind of game. Probably nearer to 7. There's just a couple of things that kind of hold it back, a few things that make it a little bit rough around the edges that, if they were polished up, this might gain a couple more points. So, kind of feels nitpicky saying this, but, character animations didn't always look great outside of a few sequences. Outside of the key characters, we saw like the same Darkwater character models. There was maybe like 4 or 5 of them. It really did feel like you were seeing the same person again and again and again. Lip syncing and cutscenes sometimes looked a little bit rough. There's something odd about some people's hair as well. It had this very strange quality to it where it didn't really look like it was attached to the head, or it didn't even look like hair sometimes. Just odd little things like that. One thing I really, really did like about this game is the fact that it makes you feel like a proper private investigator. It really does feel like what you find actually does matter. It's going to crop up either, as knowledge later on or in a conversation with someone. And I learned this fairly early on, I think it was the second video. Yeah, second video, chapter 2, when I was first exploring Darkwater. I had to get Kat's help to get into the warehouse, but there's many other ways you can get in. Like, you didn't necessarily have to fail that strength test. You could have actually lifted that up without breaking the winch. I think you could maybe bribe the drunkards with a bottle. I think maybe if your eloquence was high enough, you could sweet talk your way in as well. So, I like that there's different paths to take, and that actually really helps with this game's replayability. And I think I probably will replay this game. Maybe in a year or 2, when I've forgotten a lot about it, and maybe then I'll forget all about being a master investigator, and I'll put all my points into strength and eloquence, so yeah, I can sweet talk my way through with my muscles. I'll see how it goes. Could be really good. And yeah, I really like that aspect. That's probably my favourite aspect. I like the story for the most part. I think they dealt with the Lovecraftian source material, and they went their own way with it. I thought Sarah's gift with her painting things that sometimes come to life from other dimensions, I thought that was quite cool. I enjoyed the Shambler, like the design of the Shambler. Although, to be honest, maybe stuff like that, and I think, again, this is kind of a nitpicky thing, it's a personal preference thing, but I think maybe they jumped the gun with revealing the truth a little bit too soon. I think it was chapter 4 or 5 when we went down into the tunnel, into the cave system, and we saw Charles Hawkins, and he was half man, half octopus, essentially. We saw his tentacle And after that, there was never really any doubt. For me, for Pierce, for anyone, really. So I think if that sort of stuff was maybe saved until the end of the game, or like chapter 10 and onwards, like 2/3 of the way through, it may have been a little bit better, because then you could use the preceding chapters as, well, more chance to investigate, but then maybe Pierce could sort of battle with his own mind. I mean, does he believe the logic, his wits, the science that got him this far, or does he believe in the occult? Does he listen to the hearsay, the superstitions, the stories that the people of Darkwater are telling him? Maybe at Riverside there could have been an inmate that told him something horrible, something that actually did eventually come true, but he didn't, he had like this dilemma, like, do I believe this guy who's probably mad? The evidence does seem to lead to this conclusion, but do I believe him? I can't do that. And maybe that would have been better. But again, that's a personal preference thing, and I think they did just fine with the story as it was. But yeah, I enjoyed this game. Hopefully you did as well, and I hope to see you back in another playthrough. But right, let's see if there's a little bit more to this ending, shall we?
We doubled the dosage, as you asked us to, Doctor.
Good, thank you.